On Wednesday, August 17th, an area of low pressure developed east of the Lesser Antilles. By the end of the day, deep convective plumes near the center of a well more defined circulation led the National Hurricane Center to upgrade the disturbance to Tropical Storm Harvey. By Saturday, August 19th, Harvey interacted with a more sheared and less favorable environment, causing it to be downgraded to a tropical depression, then just an open wave. However, 4 days later, on Wednesday, August 23rd, Harvey once again sparked to life and quickly regained its tropical storm status. Most model guidance suggested Harvey would make landfall somewhere along the eastern coast of Mexico or Texas as a tropical storm or weak hurricane. Only a few outliers suggested anything more robust.
Hey, just watch them for me.
Swing them over, there it is.
Awesome. There you go.
All
Good
right,
job.
Turn your foot, buddy. Turn your foot, buddy.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
You got
Good
it.
job.
You're
Come
on
on.
the ladder now.
I've never experienced anything like this. I didn't even imagine that it was going to be this catastrophic like this. This is horrible. I have my 2-year-old. He told me he was scared.
My shoes are so heavy. I put on socks. I don't wash their hair.
This is the first time we even seen how much water it has been, so it's crazy. That's all I can say.
What was it like to be rescued like this?
A blessing. That's it. A blessing. It was just a blessing to be rescued. Unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. Can't believe it. We never experienced anything like this.
I'm holding up fine. I'm trying to help these people. You know, I'm tired, but it's worth it.
I mean, you're holding an infant. This has got to be a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, especially a baby like this shouldn't be in the rain and the cold.
Saturday, the rain came. It started thundering, and the lights went off.
As 42 years living in Houston, Texas, this is the worst that we ever had on record. You know, whole city's underwater.
It was wild. It was like, I would think, well, I didn't believe it until I seen it. When I seen all that water, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, so you know, the water was up to here to me. Then my neighbor, he was taller than me. So the water was up to his chest, so I had to tiptoe.
Howard, thank you so much. Howard,
you've been a savior, man. I know it flooded out there, but when I seen it for myself and I had to get in the water, oh man, I was terrified. I was like, oh man, then you know they got snakes and stuff out there.
I really got frightened when the water came inside the house. And the water came all the way up to my knees.
I live right there. It just comes by and asks if you need help.
I live right there, and last time we flooded like this, I went and bought this John boat, and I'm like, if it ever happens again, I'm gonna have a boat here. If anybody needs anything, I help them the best I can. I want everybody to be safe and be able to get out of the neighborhood and stuff, you know.
Don't wait on the help, we are the help.
Coordinate, maybe one team go with these boats, one team go with these boats, and another team go with these boats. That way we know medical training is in that area.
This is a chance for us to do some good, and we're going to certainly, give it a shot.
We're heading over to trying to head as far west as we can, see if we can help some people out. Man, I flooded last year in 2016 in August, and people came and helped me, and it's a chance for me to get back.
We'll never forget, when they came to our rescue, basically. So we just want to help out in any way we can.
I was able to take some time away from home. I got a able body and some hands because he's got a boat. And there's a lot of people who need help right now.
We're going to help out as much as we can, man. We was in the flood last year. We know how it feels, so we're going to help out as much as we can.
there's countless amounts of people. I mean, we've probably done like 30 or 40 by ourselves only. And you're talking about that you got like 10, 12 boats, and you got huge dump trucks working at the same time, non-stop.
And you just tried to rescue a lady with her dogs, but what happened?
We got to her home. I think she had a little small pit in a kettle. That one didn't make it. I mean, it drowned, and the other two were up on furniture.
Seeing all of this and not being able to do anything for anybody.
We're just helping people. These streets that are flooded, and we thought we saw a couple people down here in boats that looked like they needed help, so we decided to come out here and help them. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Like, I wasn't here for any of the hurricanes or nothing like that, so this is craziness. A lot of sadness.
You just look for people on their porch waving, or you try to find somebody who maybe has help written on their door, or maybe a white towel hanging or something like that, so that they can signal somebody if they need some help. Everybody wants to stay till it gets dark. Then when it gets dark, everybody wants to get out.
I may not be in as good a shape as I used to be, but at least I can do to help.
But man, we lost everything. Everything.
Yeah, my mom lost everything. So it sucks.
Okay, we got room. We're coming to get you.
I've never been through this, and I don't wish it on anybody.
Baby like this shouldn't be in the rain and the cold.
That everybody's lost so much, and it still keeps continuing to rain.
I have never experienced anything like this. I didn't even imagine that it was going to be this catastrophic like this.
Water, part of that is by constant warnings to the public about being vigilant, about observing rising water around you. As you're traveling, if you are traveling out on the road, always watch for water on the road, remembering.
That showed the sad and terrible toll of Australia's wildfire crisis. A professor at the University of Sydney estimates nearly 500 million animals have been killed by the bushfires that have torched 3 million hectares of New South Wales alone. In a statement regarding how he reached the massive figure, Professor Chris Dickman explains it was founded on a report he co-wrote in 2007 for the World Wild Fund for Nature. It studied the impacts of land clearing on the state's wildlife and obtained estimates on the population density of mammals in the state. He's now multiplied that by the amount of land hit by the fires. While the number is just an estimate, the statement says many of the affected animals are likely to have been killed directly by the fires, with others succumbing later because of a lack of food or shelter. It adds the true loss of animal life is likely to be much higher than 480 million. NSW's wildlife is seriously threatened. Australians faced another dangerous day Saturday as the wildfire threat rises.
So we got the call to go through down a trail. It was really difficult to see. We had trees burning on either side. We were worried about them coming down.
Flame heights were jumping to the 60-70 metre mark, well in excess of the crown of the trees.
The sky just constantly was changing colour, and it just got darker and darker and darker until the fires hit us.
They risked their lives to try to save communities from the flames. The firefighters have lists setting out the order of priority in which things should be saved. Buildings that serve the community are top of the list, and private homes come last.
Yeah, we got a spot over here.
I got urgent messages for water.
This firefighting team just managed to save themselves in time. More than 12 million hectares of land have been ravaged since the outbreak of the Australian bushfires in October 2019. That's an area almost 1.5 times the size of Austria. One billion mammals, reptiles and birds have died in the flames. Many firefighting crews are working to the brink of exhaustion. Heavy rain has brought relief to some areas, but it's already causing flooding in others. Australia was not prepared for a catastrophe of this scale. How could things get so out of hand? Our journey begins in the southeast, in Broken Hill in the state of New South Wales. The Cullens live here in the outback, the country's vast and remote interior.
My name is Brennan Cullen and I live on Cars Station, which is 60 kilometres southeast of Broken Hill. I've spent my whole life in Broken Hill.
It's spring and everything here should be blossoming. But the region is suffering from a severe drought. The last raindrops fell in October 2018. Twice a week, Brendan Cullen travels into town to buy drinking water.